Hello, Scorpio, and welcome to your October reading. Currently, we're in Libra season, but October is when we go into your season. So that's, exciting for you. So today we're just going to get right into it, I guess. What is the energy that will be impacting you, Scorpio, during the month of October? All right, a whole pack fell out. All right, let's analyze this. First cards that came out in this order is the Fool, Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. We also have the World card, the Five of Wands. Let's see, can you see all this? And the Ace of Pentacles. And I think I'm gonna pull a couple more just so we can kind of fill out the spread. So the energy affecting Scorpio during October. What energy will be affecting Scorpio in October? Actually, I think this is done. So, the main thing I'm feeling for Scorpios during October is kind of like a rebirth energy, which makes sense because isn't the Death card, which isn't here, but the Death card is the major arcana for Scorpio, and the Death card is about rebirth. So just with like the Fool card here, which is always like a card of starting over, new beginnings, and we also have the Ten of Swords here, which is typically a card about feeling defeated. And the Eight of Swords, a card about kind of being trapped in your own head, but not really trapped. It's all kind of an illusion. Six of Pentacles being about balance, and the World card being about cycles and whatnot. Five of Wands, got some like deceptive energy. And the Ace of Pentacles is like success in like career and work and whatnot. And I kind of feel like you were wronged by somebody and you are cutting them out of your life. You're tired of the overthinking. You're tired of just everything that you've been going through, if not the past few weeks or months, but like the entire year. And I think your season is really going to be like a reset button, like finally reaching zero. It's kind of like, I don't know if it's your birthday specifically or Scorpio season as a whole. Like that first day of Scorpio season is like the new year, or if it's your birthday that's like the new year. But I do feel like in the month of October, you will be having kind of like a renewed sense of life purpose. That's kind of what I'm feeling. Like you might be refocusing into career or just taking your focus away from somebody or something else. And I feel like that's all I really have to say about that. Like that was shorter than I expected. But we're gonna pull some romance angels. Energy affecting Scorpio in October. Energy affecting Scorpio in October. Okay. We have let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally. So, I mean, that goes along with the theme of letting go. If what's bothering you is the control issues, then that might be what you need to let go of, like with the Eight of Swords, the overthinking and trying to make things go your way, and then the Ten of Swords being defeat. So maybe you weren't actually defeated. You just kind of feel like because things didn't go your way, you were defeated, but maybe they didn't go your way because there's a better way for them to go. And I'm like, ooh, pull another card. Okay, flew out. The card is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So if there's someone that you're kind of being distant to and not expressing your feelings towards, it is safe for you to do so and to let your feelings be known. I know Scorpios oftentimes have trouble with letting people in, but you know, maybe this person is worth it, and maybe you should try to let people in sometime. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in and get some clarification. Is there anything we missed for Scorpio in October? Oh, okay. What's on the floor? Anything we missed? Scorpio, October. All right, y'all been stressed. You have the 8, 9, and 10 of Swords. Anything we missed? Okay. We also have the 3 of Wands. So something is coming towards you with the Chariot and the 3 of Wands being here. Chariot being Cancer energy, I believe. Something is on its way. I'm feeling drawn to like this castle here in the back. It's like the Chariot is moving away from it. And it might be the type of thing where you think, I'm going to move this direction to find my empire, to find the love of my life, to find the perfect job opportunity, to find whatever. And you might not realize that what you have maybe isn't the best place for you, but that it's pretty good. So like, for example, if your dream in life is to be a huge successful actor like Brad Pitt or something, you may not be making Hollywood blockbusters and, you know, attending the Oscars every year or whatever, but you may be performing in local performances, and from that still being able to pay your rent and whatnot from that alone. So aren't you living your dreams? Aren't your dreams to have a career in something you love? So I think it's just about taking that time to have that gratitude for what you have before you decide that you need to move on to something else. All right, and now I'm going to pull one card for each sign. So it'll be like, if you're dealing with a person of that sign, this is what you got to look forward to. So let me just shuffle a little bit. Okay, if you are Scorpio dealing with an Aries, 10 of Pentacles, y'all are about to work something out. I feel like this is like business partners. Or if not partners, like you work together, like you might be co-workers or something, and it's like you're both going to be successful. Like with that actor analogy I just talked about. Is that an analogy? I just kind of threw it out there. But the actor thing I was talking about, it's kind of like maybe you're an actor and they are also an actor and you're both just popping off. So yeah, if you're dealing with an Aries, that's what the T is. If you're dealing with a Taurus, 9 of Wands, somebody feels defensive, probably you. I know Scorpios have problems letting people in. And this is kind of my card of being paranoid and a bit guarded and defensive. So if you find yourself being like that, acknowledge it. I'm not going to tell you to stop because, you know, I don't know who you're dealing with. But just be aware that this is the energy. If you're a Scorpio dealing with a Gemini, Knight of Wands, somebody's rushing in. I think this can go both ways depending on the situation, but I think one of you is very excited about the other. It's like for some people, the Gemini is excited about the Scorpio, and for others, the Scorpio is excited about the Gemini. And I'm not to say that the other person isn't also excited. I don't think they're equally as excited. So like if the Gemini is very excited, I think the Scorpio is like, oh, you know, they're cool or whatever, but it's, you know, I can live without them, it's whatever. So I think there's not the most balanced, but it's okay. If you're dealing with a Cancer, the World card, which you already had here, these are both water energy signs. you may be like completing a cycle today, and I also want to say like you might be completing a karmic contract. So if there's a Scorpio or a Cancer in your life, or I guess if you're whatever, if you're a Scorpio with a Cancer, I feel like someone might be leaving. Like it might be the type of thing where you're friends with a coworker at your job, and it's like the person you're closest with at their job, and they're like moving because they got a promotion, they're tired of their job, whatever. Like that might be ending. If you're dealing with a Leo, Page of Swords. This literally came out for Leo yesterday in the Libra reading. Leos are stalking. Page of Swords is the card of stalking. And what I said for Libra yesterday is that Leos are stalking in such a way that they're not necessarily stalking you and your page, but they're more like, did they see that thirst pic or that thirst trap that I posted? Did Scorpio watch my story? Did Scorpio comment on my post? Like they're stalking their own page to see if you're there, which is the exact same card that came out for Leo yesterday. So Leos are stalking. If you're dealing with a Virgo, King of Swords. Honestly, as a Virgo, I've always felt like Virgo Scorpio is like one of the strongest pairs, and the only thing that can stop us is ourselves. And I think this is kind of a case of that. I think someone is being a bit defensive, someone's being a bit cold. Don't know if it's the Scorpio or the Virgo. I kind of feel like it's the Virgo. I feel like the Scorpio doesn't care. I feel like the Scorpio acts the same way with everybody and is kind of closed off to everybody. And it's like the Virgo is as well, but the Virgo is especially more cautious and guarded around you for whatever reason. Honestly, they might have a crush on you, and they just don't want you to know. So it's like, I know for myself personally that if I have a crush on someone, I'm not gonna tell them, and I'm gonna act differently around them. Like I might be super bubbly around everyone else, but around them, because I'm so nervous and whatever, I'm just like so cold. And it's a bad trait, but whatever. If you're a Scorpio dealing with a Libra, Ace of Wands. This is a card about forgiveness. It's the olive branch. It's an offer, an opportunity. So you may have a love connection with a Libra, but I'm not so sure that's what this is, because I don't really see Libra Scorpio love long term working out. I don't know, perhaps, but there's the opportunity for forgiveness. If you're a Scorpio dealing with a Scorpio, Temperance. This is a card about patience and just kind of giving things time. You can also see the sun is rising in the background. The sun is one of the happiest cards in the entire deck, and it's often thought of as a yes card. So if you're asking a question, the answer could be yes, it could be like an almost, because the sun isn't up, but you know, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius, Four of Cups, someone is not accepting an offer. I think you're not giving an offer. I think the Sagittarius is mad that you're not wildly in love with them. And the thing is, I don't think the Sagittarius is wildly in love with you, but I think they're still mad that you're not in love with them. And it's weird. It's like the Sagittarius like thinks you're cute or whatever, but they're not like crying themselves to sleep necessarily. They might be because you're not in love with them, but they don't feel like, oh, I'm gonna marry this person or whatever. Like they're just mad that you're not like begging for their attention, which is kind of annoying, but you know, whatever. Dealing with Capricorn, the moon card, which is Pisces energy. We're about to have a Scorpio full moon in like a few weeks. It's like on the 13th. So something may occur between you and a Capricorn at the full moon. This is also my card for nature versus nurture. So I don't know how to explain that. I feel like I really can't explain that. Nature versus nurture. So just kind of what you're taught versus your intuition, how you think, I guess, things like that. That's as far as I can go into that. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, the Hanged Man, they're thinking about you, and they wish they were not. The Aquarius is stuck on you. And it's hard because they are typically not stuck on anybody, but they are stuck on you. And they're like irritated. They're like, ugh, Scorpio, like, ah. And they're trying their hardest to forget, but they can't. So I don't know what the connection is here. I don't know if you're in love with them or what, but that's what's going on. And finally, if you're dealing with a Pisces, Four of Pentacles, I think the Pisces is holding on, not necessarily to you, but to something. I think the Pisces probably needs more validation than Scorpios tend to give out. And so I think they might choose to leave the connection in order to protect themselves and in order to not be so codependent on you. And so with that, we are done with your October reading, Scorpio. If you liked it, please hit like and subscribe and watch another video while you're here. And you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Mythical Virgo. And I will see you in October for your November reading. All right, thanks guys. Bye.